Hi everyone! Today I have this simple olive green smoky eyes tutorial for you. I'm using the smoky eyes palette from Zoeva. Let's get to it. I started with priming my eyes using medium brown liquid eyeshadow off camera. Then I started to work on my crease using NYX contour palette. First I applied the cool tone brown into my crease and slightly above it with big fluffy brush. I took my time blending it. Applying neutral brown color as a transition is very important with doing smoky eyes. Some people do it after they apply their dark shadows, but I figured that if I do the neutral eyeshadow first, it makes the blending of dark colors way easier. I applied the same color on my lower lid as well. This step makes the eyes appear bigger and rounder. Next I used this amazing eyeshadow palette from Zoeva. This was my first time trying a kind of high-end brand eyeshadows, and I have to say I was very impressed. They blend way better than the cheaper eyeshadows, there are barely any fallouts, and the opacity is just amazing. I used the dark olive green shade and applied it all over my lids. This eyeshadow is not matte, but also not too shimmery, I would say somewhere in between. I used soft but dense brush for application. I took my time building up the color I wanted. I was applying this shadow also into my crease and blending it with the neutral brown I put in my crease before. I didn't go past the brown shadow in order to keep the gradient effect, if that makes any sense. Then I took a big fluffy brush and a warmer brown shadow from the same contour palette, and I went back to blending my crease. With smoky eyes is blending crucial. You don't want to have any harsh edges whatsoever. The color gradients from dark to light must be perfectly smooth. In order to achieve it, you need to have at least 3 eyeshadows with different tones, like dark, medium and light, and 2 brushes for application, one soft and fluffy for blending and one stiffer or more dense for packing the color on the lid. Next I use this matte off-white color under my brows to highlight the area. Then I went in with the green color again and applied it on my lower lids. I also took it into my inner corners to make my eyes appear slightly closer together. If, however, your eyes are already pretty close to each other, don't do this. And the last eyeshadow I used was this matte black from the Zoeva palette. I only applied it into my outer V's to darken them a bit. I decided to go for more elongated eye shape with this look, so I pulled the eyeshadow slightly outwards. Then I just blended the edges again and reapplied some of the green shadow which wasn't dark enough. And that was it for the eyes. Next I applied my foundation, which is Mary Kay Time Wise in shade Ivory 6. This foundation is pretty good, it doesn't sit in my pores, it blends nicely with the skin, and also I really like the fact that this is quite pale color, but it still has yellow undertone. That is what I need in foundation, but it's very hard to find. Next I fixed the darkness under my eyes using this concealer from Mary Kay. It is quite dark in combination with this foundation, but it's super yellow and that is what I need to cover up the dark spots. This is also a very important step with smoky eyes. You need to create an optical border between the dark eyes and the rest of your face, or simply said, eliminate the panda eyes. Then I went in with the matte white color to set my under eye concealer. I switched my brush for something bigger to make it go faster. Next I set my foundation with this loose powder from Catrice. It's in the shade Transparent. I have to admit this is a horrible powder. It makes my face look all fluffy and that is really not the look I'm going for. And because I'm cheap, I'm going to use it till it's finished. Lastly, I used the contour palette for actual contouring. Used one of the cooler shades to bring up my cheekbones and make my face look slimmer. I used the mattifying setting spray from NYX. It doesn't make the makeup last longer, but it does remove the powder fuzziness. Then I did my brows using Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in shade Ebony. This product does not move once it's dry and it survives everything you might do with your brows. Sweating, rain, touching, rubbing, sunglasses, anything. Love it. My little trick for applying this product is to scoop a bit on the back of my hand and work it with an angled brush. This way it becomes warmer and easier to work with. It also makes me help control the amount of product of my brush. And my brows are done. Next I applied waterproof mascara from Catrice. It is cheap but really good. I'm having insanely watery eyes the entire summer, so I really need a waterproof mascara. This one does the job very well. After the top lashes dried, I applied the mascara on my lower lashes as well. Yes, I do funny faces with applying mascara, and it is to stretch my cheekbones as flat as possible to get better access to bottom lashes without making the under eye area dirty. That's why. And the final step is liquid lipstick. I used the Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Color in shade Merlot. It is so freaking beautiful shade, but it's very hard to work with it when it's new. These kind of lipsticks need to get a bit thicker and then they work just great. When they're new, they are too liquidy and not as opaque as I would like. But applying 2 or 3 coats on top of each other does the job as well. Okay, so this is the final look. Dark olive green eyes, dark red lips, pale matte skin with just a bit of contour. Let me know if you liked it and what would you like to see next. Take care and see you soon. Bye!